Utah Jazz. Welcome to 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us. Brian Anderson here, joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Here we go.
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. Garland feeling it out a bit. Pass to Tyson. Mobley on a screen. Grant, these are two teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, B.A. And it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
Kicks it out to Markkanen. Here's George. The rebound by Garland. The three from Mitchell. That shot off the mark. Markkanen with it. Launches a three. Mitchell grabs the miss. Outside Hunter. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
And there's a hunger to Mobley's game. That's how he beats the defense to the rebound.
Here's Markkanen. Markkanen with the stuff.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Grant.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player, so it definitely runs in the family.
And finished off by Hunter.
But the defender had more size than him, but did not have more fight.
To the paint. Markkanen outside. And the layup is good off the glass.
Being Markkanen is 7 feet tall, he's absolutely an inside threat. I just love watching him capitalize from this area.
Outside for Mitchell. The three. Utah grabs the miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
George for three. Mobley grabs the board. The Cavaliers lead by 3. On the wing, Mitchell. Pass to Mobley. 6 on the shot clock. Fires the three. No good on the shot.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
The Cavaliers trying to make the most of their championship window. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, quote, "What I've learned is that this isn't forever. We're not invincible. You have to appreciate this because it doesn't come around too often. Not every locker room is like this. Guys?"
Connected and driven. Allie, we appreciate the report. Pass to Markkanen. Takes a three. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Cleveland leading by 3. Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
And how about the agility of Ball? Being quick and precise with his movements.
Here's Sensabaugh. And he comes up with a bucket.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Ball surveys the floor. Knocks it down from distance. Ball's got 5 now.
If he gets any daylight out there, he is capable of knocking that shot down.
And Ball throws it down.
This is how you execute in transition. Ball beating everyone to the spot.
George outside. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first. It's Markkanen with the drive. And Markkanen with the stuff.
Looking mobile on the drive. Markkanen also using his height to his advantage to score at the rim.
Bryant, left side. Outside for Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. And so it's Cleveland finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Their defensive efforts have paid off. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
They've been in rhythm from the in-between area, just keeping things simple and taking what the D gives them.
And it's Love missing. The Cavaliers lead by 8. There's Ball with a 3. That shot off. And with an undersized backcourt and a towering front court, some had suggested the Cavs needed roster moves to balance things out a little bit.
Well, Mobley's growth as a shooter has quieted those concerns up front. But until they prove their mettle in the playoffs, there will be some questions.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Pass to Hendricks. Inside. Here's Love. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And with soft touch, Love is very tough to stop near the hoop.
And Ball throws it down.
Come on now, what a talent. Slips through the lane and just flushes it home.
Oh, the D feeling some shame right there. That was big league. And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Teams making some changes here. Jazz trail by 8. Pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Collier. Back to Mikhailuk. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Here's Ball, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Jazz. 8-point game. It's Mikhailuk on the wing. Yet to see a basket. No good on the wing 3. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. To the right side. Ball right side. Here he goes. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Ball's got 11. Tim, you got into the NBA media very quickly after your playing days. Are you naturally drawn to this side of the game?
Well, B.A., I think I always saw the game as a coach would, trying to watch all 10 players at the same time. So for me, the ability to stay connected to the game while also talking about it and hopefully teaching people really is what's drawn me to it from the beginning.
And no suffering the L from the broadcast table.
That's for sure. You don't have to have any sleepless nights.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. substitutions. Outside Porter. Shot clock at 6. Here's the pick. Cleveland needs to get off the shot. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Three minutes of action thus far in the second.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Bailey for 3. And it Tyson with a rebound. The Cavaliers lead by 8. And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. Needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, when someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri. Brian?
That's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
And there's a lot of upside to Ace Bailey. He's already a gifted shot maker, but you also see signs of elite defensive potential. If he can level up on both ends, Ace will be special.
A minute 20 left in the first half. Outside for Mitchell. The Cavaliers again cannot hit. Jazz trail by 7. Markkanen outside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And when Markkanen looks to score, defenders sometimes get nervous and in turn resort to fouling.
He hits the second from the line. Cleveland leading by 6. Mitchell feeling it out a bit.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
54 seconds left in the second. And the shot is good by Garland.
Rise and fire. I just love how assertive Garland is on offense.
From deep, Mitchell. Rebound, Utah. To the middle. And Nurkic throws it down.
Oh, come on, B.A. I mean, where's the defense? That's just too easy.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job in help.
That's the kind of play that can spark a run. A dunk like that energizes everyone on the team.
George for 3. Knocks down the long J. George has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Outside Hunter. From outside the arc. Doesn't go for him. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Cavaliers on top, leading by 4. And we'll be back with you shortly. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And so it's Utah with it, trailing by 4. And George launches it from deep. Another 3 for Utah.
Good balance and shooting mechanics give George that NBA range.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
For the lead. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And there's a nice rhythm to his three-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
That'll be a 5-second call. And it's Utah with the ball. The lead is 2. Another three for Utah.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time.
Cavaliers ball.
That'll be a 5-second call. Pass to Mikhailuk. The three is up. And so the ball out of bounds. Mobley touched it last. George with it. He's picked up by Garland. Utah moving the ball around. Clock at 6. And here's Bailey for three. Hunter with the rebound. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time. On offense, here's Utah. They're rolling here. 9 unanswered. Beyond the arc. Yes! Markkanen from deep.
I mean, let me remind you, Markkanen is 7 feet tall. It's incredible how he shoots it so well from deep.
And so now a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from.
Did all my laps in the gym, the sweat ran off my skin. They thought I ran out of breath, but I was just catching my wind. That only happens to them. I gotta capture my win. I practice 31 days a month and I practice again. Was born equipped with sportsmanship, so I just laugh and I grin. Victory is my objective, I don't have to pretend. Spread my wings like an eagle and let them flap in the wind. No guts, no glory, no pain, no gain. These are actions of men. My teammate is a warrior, got my back to the end. My offense is God sent. You gon' have to defend. My crossover is vicious, I got more swagger than him. Hit the bottom of the net or the back of the rim. Your style is a flagrant foul. Your score, I'ma take it down. All of your trash talking was pointless. Say it now, you slacking in goaltending. My actions are bone chilling. Got the home court advantage. I'm back on the road winning. Road winning.
I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold a city down anyhow. They gon' have to really bow. Totally dominate the game in front of any crowd. I keep it 100 while you only keep it 50 thou. I can conquer any style. Victory is in me now. My time is now. Who said it was later? It comes natural. I got a competitive nature. Look at them guys when I'm coming. They be hot and I'm hunting. Luckily they been ducking me. You see lots of them running. Challenges I embarrass them. They a dime in a dozen. Full of fire just like a dragon straight out of the dungeon. I'm just rising above it. You just lied to the public. I serve a purpose. You nervous with butterflies in your stomach. Don't try to intimidate me. You couldn't scare me with lip. I'm spontaneous, smart, dangerous, fancy and quick. My trainer told me to work. He ain't prepared me to quit. I'm the only captain who's sailing this championship.
I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. And here we go, the battle between conferences. It's the East versus West, where the Charlotte Hornets will be looking to make a statement. You know, RJ, tonight it figures to be a physical contest. Each of these teams excelling in rebounding.
Yeah, that's what both hang their hat on. This is a pride matchup. When you identify as a rebounding team, you never want to lose that battle.
taking 2 shots.
And the Hornets playoff drought continuing. Greg, their last postseason appearance, 2016.
Yeah, the rebuild grinds on, and last season, their worst record in over a decade. They're hoping these new additions can help.
The Hornets on offense. Here's Sexton. Rebound by Murray. And now, Allie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. I asked how you counter a player with DeMar DeRozan's versatile scoring. We're putting a close sign on the mid-range tonight, Coach joked, adding, we're going to be very tight in that area defensively. Not give him what he wants. Sounds like DeMar is in for an uphill battle tonight. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you.
And there's never been a question about LaMelo's handles. There's a lot he can do with the ball in his hands. He puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Pass to Bridges. And he drives in. And Bridges jams it in.
Oh, just an impressive dunker of the basketball. I love how Bridges just takes the initiative and gets funky with his throwdown.
And it's Westbrook missing. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Bridges outside. Can't nail the jumper. Westbrook scanning the floor. Outside, Levine. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Back to Ball. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul. In for the Kings, number 0, Malik.
Outside for Sexton. Cranes the three-pointer.
You know, the timing, the rhythm, I'm a big fan of when Sexton can just catch and shoot.
Defenders going at Colin Sexton should be mindful of his prowess in the paint, Greg. He's pretty tricky.
That's right, Kevin. We tend to think of guards like Sexton as perimeter pests. But Collins a real plus when he's in close. Let him slip by you, and it's a deuce.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And the dunk by DeRozan.
Getting up there with the slam, DeMar DeRozan leaves nothing to chance.
In the corner, it's Bridges. Back to Ball. And Ball gets double teamed. To the right side. Just 5 on the clock. Lays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And the Kings making a change here. Here's DeRozan. There's 1:17 left in the first. And finished off by DeRozan.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. In the corner, Knueppel with it. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here's Monk. He'll bring it up for the Kings. It's a three-point game. Launches it. He can't get it to go. Miller with the ball. Now defended by Levine. And it's Miller with the jam.
Add that to the highlight reel for Miller. I'm sure it'll grow quickly.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. On its way from DeRozan for two. And James pulls it down. Puts up a deep three. Knueppel with the bucket.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a three like that, but now it's a great decision, and it paid off.
Monk outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
Sacramento, 13.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for Charlotte?
I've really been impressed with how aggressive. They've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
And here's Plumlee. High, arcing shot. It's good. Knueppel's got 5.
Strong work inside by Knueppel, proving he's more than just a jump shooter.
Here's Schroeder. Driving in. Here's Miller. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Confident stroke from Monk outside the arc.
Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie, as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The 5th head coach in the last 7 years. That seat is always hot in Sacramento.
Now, here's Achua. Still yet to score. 4 on the clock. Here's Schroeder. Plumlee with the rebound. Hornets leading by 4. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. Many have predicted an all-star future for Brandon Miller. He said, I don't really read anything like that. I just focus on what I can do today. It's all about the work. That's the only way to get better. I just came in with the mindset of making my team better and being a winning player. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. The Kings trail by 7. Outside Westbrook.
Oh, yes! And there's the ferociousness. Got to enjoy Westbrook taking flight and slamming it down there with authority.
And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh. And if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
Here's Eubanks. Following the basket by LaMelo Ball. Outside DeRozan. 5 to shoot. Monk for 3. Diabate grabs the board. Hornets leading by 7. Ball with it. Foul guarded by DeRozan. Bridges outside. Going inside. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 5. And stolen by Murray. Monk looking around. Stolen away. Here's Diabate.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Here's Westbrook. Here's DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. 1:15 left to play here in the second quarter. Outside, Ball. To the middle. Outside for Sexton. Bangs home the trifecta. Sexton's got 6.
And it's important Sexton makes those. The more he hits from outside, the more the floor will open up.
Here's Levine. And Levine throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
But look at the basket guy still shaking. Outside, Ball. Pass to Diabate. Sexton for 3. Eubanks grabs the miss. The Kings trail by 8. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
For 3, Levine. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You know, Richard, the Sacramento Kings are an organization that has faced heavy criticism for their decision-making.
Look at the players they've missed out on the draft, the stars that they've traded away, as well as the coach that they fired. Short-term thinking has done major damage to their long-term success, if any.
Ball shooting for might not be textbook, but all that matters is that it's effective.
Back to Westbrook. Kick out to Levine. Just 3 to shoot. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Count it. 9 points for Russell Westbrook.
The D must force Westbrook farther outside because he can absolutely hurt you from down there.
Pass to Sexton. Connects from 3-point range. Sexton's got the lead up to 11 now for the Hornets.
unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
The shot by Sexton, no good. Pass to Eubanks. Now Levine. The rebound by LaMelo Ball. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Takes it inside. It's stolen. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Westbrook. Oh, and he misses the dunk. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. And Bridges jams it in.
Just a high-energy player. Bridges brings the aggression every possession.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. And Westbrook, here we go. And he banks in the layup. Westbrook's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, Russ has found a groove, and he should just keep attacking right now.
Pass to Sexton. Back to Ball. Bridges, no one around him. His three-pointer's off the mark. The Kings trail by 9. Back to Murray. Puts up a 3. And it's Russell Westbrook with the 3. Westbrook's got 16 points.
Just handed Westbrook with a confidence-boosting triple.
It's hauled in by the Kings. Driving to the basket. And the jam by Levine.
Oh, just... solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Ball with it. He's got 8. Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves. And the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 16. Tipped away. And that'll be Charlotte as it goes out of bounds. Hornets retain possession. .116 left here in the third quarter. It's tipped. It's stolen by Monk. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Free throw drops for Monk.
A guy who loves to play at a quick pace. Monk's speed and tenacity can make him very difficult to guard.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. The Kings going into last season, bringing an experienced closer in DeMar DeRozan. Domantas Sabonis said it's what we needed. More veterans. We're a young team. We all know we're good, but it never hurts to have one of those big-time NBA players on the team for confidence, for backup, for everything. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
The response. Levine hitting that 3 right back at you.
Miller outside. And it's the Hornets, another 3.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Levine. He's got 10. A 3-ball. And the Kings another 3.
Levine with that high-arching shot from the corner.
The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Monk's shot's good.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Hornets on top. They... Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Hornets leading by 7. Pass to Kneppel. For 3, Bridges. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Just so precise off the pass. I like how Bridges prepares himself to shoot as the ball is coming his way.
Now Achua. Monk for 3. And again, Sacramento with the 3.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
And it's Schroeder missing. The 3. Bridges shot. Good. And the Hornets lead by 10.
Capable of scorching you from the perimeter. When Bridges has a great look, he takes advantage.
Pass to Monk. Back to Achua. 5 on the clock. Here's Schroeder. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. For 3, Bridges. And it's the Hornets another 3.
I love the team-first approach Kneppel brings. He's all for sharing the basketball.
And Doug Christie has called a timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. So both teams making some changes here. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Doug Christie said to his team. He said to them, "You guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now."
And Allie, thanks so much.
That's his shot. When Kneppel gets any sliver of breathing room from deep, he's going to fire.
Back to Schroeder. Out to DeRozan. To halt the run. Charlotte leading by 16. Outside Bridges. From deep. No good. Now Monk. DeRozan surveying the D. It's off target. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort.
Drops in the tray.
It's been this way